Hey, what's up, Dolphins fans? Jake Riepma, host of Dolphins Today by Chat Sports with you. We got a great preview coming up. Dolphins Chargers, baby. Week 1, it's almost game day, but we had some breaking news that went final after we had already filmed the preview video, so wanted to hop on here real quick. I'm sure all know by now, but it's official that Teron Armstead has been ruled out for Sunday's game against the Chargers. That's right. Miami will be without Teron Armstead. Of course, he suffered that injury in joint practices in the preseason back in mid-August. It was a joint practice against the Houston Texans. And Armstead had made it his goal to be ready by week 1, but unfortunately, that just was not the reality of the situation. And today, he was officially ruled out of the lineup. But again, we knew this was a potential reality of the situation. We knew this could be the case. And so what does it mean? Armstead was one of the most productive left tackles from a year ago. He was pivotal to the Dolphins' success. So yeah, let's be frank. Let's call a spade a spade. This is a huge question mark into week 1 for the Dolphins, is who can play that left tackle. Kendall Lamb is going to get the start. Small sample size to go off of from a year ago, just the one game played. But hey, we know the offensive line functions as a unit. We know they're crucial to the success of the Miami Dolphins. And this is a big week 1 blow for Miami, but not one that I don't think they can overcome. I still like the Dolphins. I'm still feeling optimistic. I'm still feeling great about that week 1 opener against the Chargers. So join us for the watch party. Enjoy the preview of the game. It's the first of many. The NFL season is here, baby. I'm excited. I know you are. Unfortunate news today that Kendall Lamb, or rather that Armstead, will in fact be out in week 1 for the Dolphins. But hey, Kendall Lamb, this is your time, man. This is your time to shine at that left tackle position. So without further ado, let's dive into that preview of Dolphins Chargers.
Hey, it's almost game day, and you know what that means. You can help the Dolphins win. Don't jinx it. All you got to do, like this video. Science has proven the more likes, the more likely the Dolphins are to win their week 1 game against the Chargers. So do it now. Like that video to help the Dolphins beat the Chargers. And here it is. I can hardly wait. Week 1, Dolphins, Chargers. Let's prime the matchup a little bit. I'm going to do my best to stay cool, calm, and collected, but hey, no guarantees there. I might just no, I'm just kidding. But here we go. Dolphins, Chargers, 4:25 start. We're going to have a week 1 watch party. You're not going to want to miss that. Last year, the Dolphins, 9-8 season, eliminated from the first round of the playoffs in that wild card game against the Buffalo Bills, but had a decent scoring offense, number 11 in the National Football League. Defense left a little bit to be desired. How about the opponent? Chargers were 10-7 in 2023, a year ago, scoring offense at 13 in the National Football League, and that defense tied for 21st. Now, when these two teams played a year ago, it was the Chargers that got the victory, 23-17. And recall, that game was on Sunday Night Football, and it was just kind of a wonky game altogether. The Dolphins really were never in a rhythm. In fact, one of their touchdowns was kind of that fluky play where Tyreek Hill picked up the fumble and then ran it in for a touchdown. So, point being, I think the Dolphins need to rewrite the script this time around and get it done. They need to avenge that loss from last year against the Chargers, and I think they can do exactly that. They are prepared. They've got the weapons to do so, and you know what? It's a high-profile, star-studded cast in Tua going up against Justin Herbert, but I like the Dolphins to get it done in this one. Let's take a look at that injury report from full participants in practice on Thursday. Teron Armstead, I should say, did not practice on Thursday. He's battling a couple of different injuries. We talked about how important him being in the lineup is to the Miami Dolphins and the success of their offense. Gonna hope that he can go, and if he can't, it'll be Kendall Lamb going in his place. Elijah Campbell also did not practice on Thursday, dealing with a little bit of a knee injury for the Miami Dolphins, and he's a guy that can be a role player in that secondary, but not necessarily somebody that you're counting on. Justin Bethel, same category. One of those role players in the secondary. He's working through some things on the injury front. He was limited in practice. And Julian Hill, the tight end number 3, also limited in practice. And as the third string tight end, you're not expecting a ton from Julian Hill, but the more the merrier in terms of that tight end position for guys to be able to step in and get it done. Full practice participants for the Dolphins. Savon Ahmed, the running back. Devon Achane, also the running back, helping to help complement Raheem Mostert and the running back position group for the Miami Dolphins. Raekwon Davis, up front, defensive tackle, is a full participant in practice. Liam Eichenberg should be good to go, as is Brandon Jones and Connor Williams. Connor Williams making the start at center is important to the success of the Miami Dolphins. Jaylen Waddle, he's good to go, and he was limited on Wednesday, but I got to believe that he is just itching to go for the Dolphins and will be good by Sunday. So, with that, who you got? Type in the chat D for Dolphins or C for Chargers. Get the D's going. I want to see the D's in the chat, baby. The Miami Dolphins. D. That's right. The Miami Dolphins are making a statement in week 1. If I see any C's in the chat, get them out of there. So let's go through some of those keys to victory for the Dolphins. First and foremost, Vic Fangio's defense. They're going to show some growth. It's year 1 for Vic Fangio, but in order for the Dolphins to reach their full potential like we're talking about here, that defense needs to be better this year than it was a year ago, and I think Vic Fangio is the guy to do so. And what a test. Right from the jump, you got an opportunity to slow down one of the league's top quarterbacks and arguably one of the league's fastest rising stars. Take a look at Justin Herbert's stats from a year ago. Completion percentage right above 68%. Over 4,000 yards, nearly 5,000 yards through the air. The 25 touchdowns are impressive compared to just 10 interceptions. So nothing like putting Vic Fangio to the test right from the jump. Week 1, we'll see if he can slow down that potent Chargers offense. And you know what else is going to be great about Sunday? We've got a watch party. That's right. We're going to be doing watch parties all season long, and it starts in week 1. I hope you'll join me. It'll be a blast. We're going to get it going early, pregame, 4 o'clock Eastern time, so make sure you join us for that. We'll have play-by-play during the game. We'll have statistical analysis, and we're just going to be having a ton of fun because you know why? The Dolphins are going to be having a ton of fun on Sunday, and we're going to come early, we're going to get loud, and we're going to have a blast on Dolphins Today with our live watch party. First of many live watch parties. We're going to be doing it all season long. So subscribe to the channel and be sure to come back then. Bring the energy. You know I'm going to bring the energy. I need you to bring the energy for those watch parties as well. All right, our second key to victory. This one goes without saying, but we're going to say it anyways. Tua Tagovailoa needs to step up. He showed signs of it last year, and I firmly believe he can do it at a more consistent level this year. And you also factor in if he can stay healthy with that offensive line play. Look at the stats from a year ago. Completion percentage, nearly 65%. Also had 25 touchdowns, just like Justin Herbert did, but even less interceptions, only 8 of them. So Tua has the potential to be a premier quarterback in the National Football League. And on Sunday, you're going to be watching 2 of the more premier quarterbacks in the National Football League. And who do you like? Go ahead and type in the comments, TT for my guy, Tua Tagovailoa, or Justin Herbert, if you are one of those fans, which I personally am not. I need TT. Give us a like on this video. Tua Tagovailoa, that's our guy. Type TT in the chat. Again, if I see any JHs, might be coming after some people. We'll see. TT, type Tua Tagovailoa in the comments if he's your guy. All right, another key to victory. In order for Tua to be the guy we know he can be, he needs to be kept upright, kept clean, and have time to be able to make plays. Have time to be the dynamic gunslinger we know he can be. And that falls squarely on the offensive line. We're hoping Teron Armstead can play. If not, it's Kendall Lamb. Liam Eichenberg, he can be a guy that takes a step forward this year, given his production, or lack thereof, I should say, last year. Connor Williams, Robert Hunt, Austin Jackson, the youngster, all of these guys with something to prove, and what better time to do so than in week one? Give Tua the chance to be the playmaker that he can be. And while we're talking offensive line, you got to get to the fourth key to victory, and that's running the football. Anybody in the National Football League, in order to be successful at some capacity, has to show the ability to run the football. And I think the Dolphins, given the talent that they have at the running back position, are able to run the football. Look at Raheem Mostert and what he did a year ago. 181 carries, 891 yards, 3 touchdowns, averaged nearly 5 yards a carry. So, are those stunning numbers? Absolutely not. However, in 16 games played, given his opportunities, you like the production that Raheem Mostert was able to compile last year. But I also think the path is paved for a breakout year here in 2023. So, with the offensive line play, if Raheem Mostert can be that guy in the running back position along with the rest of the supporting cast, I think that's a crucial component to victory and their fourth key to victory here today. Lastly, like in any game, you got to take care of the football. Those possessions are so precious. They're so critical to make the most of each and every possession. Get rid of the sloppy play. Get it out of there. Sloppy play equates to losing football. Clean play results in winning football. Now, I know I'm Captain Obvious with that, but we got to put it on there anyways because it is so important for the Dolphins and really for any team for that matter. Take care of the football. All right, we've been waiting all week. Predict the score. I've asked some viewers to predict the score all week. I've got my score prediction coming in just a minute, but I need yours first. Get them in the comments. What's your score prediction for Dolphins versus Chargers? Do you like Miami? And if so, what's your score prediction? I've got mine for you, but I want to see yours in the comments because mine, it's real simple. I think the Dolphins get it done. I think the defense makes enough stops. 28-24. Give me 4 touchdowns for the Dolphins. I'll get real specific. I think Tua's got 3 of them through the air, and Raheem Mostert rushes one in, and you're looking at a 28-24 win for the Miami Dolphins to go to 1-0 starting this Sunday. Can't wait for that, and be sure to join us for that watch party on Sunday. 4 o'clock, we'll have a little pregame. We'll get it going. We're going to be doing all kinds of stuff to cheer on our Miami Dolphins from Dolphins Today. Can't wait for that. Thanks for tuning in for this edition of Dolphins Today. I'm your host, Jake Riepma, and let's go Dolphins. We'll see you on Sunday for a watch party.